Oh crap, my kneecap. Alrighty, give me just 1 second, people. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now, YouTube Studio. I'm going to need to edit some stuff. Okay. Live. Okay, and I need a better thumbnail. There we go. What else? No, it's not made for kids. No. Okay. Now, go back to YouTube. It should pop up the, did it not go through? Or, I should have like a thumbnail that should pop up. It's already 3:01. Can we hurry up? Okay, I thought the thumbnail was supposed to what's name, but I have to do all of this stupid stuff. Give me a second, everybody. This will be part of the vibe. We'll start in a minute. I just have to I have a thumbnail that I'm using, and it's not being used. Okay, it's being used, apparently. So, I can actually check on my phone if it's being used. That's what I should do. I'm going to log in on my phone. Okay, well, it's not going to show it. Because my phone is acting slower than Reese's Pieces. My phone is acting. Okay, yeah, okay. Y'all probably heard that, don't worry. Alright, there we go. It shows. Okay, your channel. And then we're going to actually click on this. Alright, now, before we do anything, it is time we actually start this off. I'm going to go ahead and hit back cover. And I'll explain everything. Alright, this game's supposed to autosave future, does not. That doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, so before I start, I want to make sure I tweet everything out that I'm live and all that different bull crap. And then I will explain what's going on. Alright. Alright, give me a second, people. Alright, let me make sure I actually have the fucking thing down right. Alright. I have to make sure everything. Okay. So, okay. Yep, it takes me to this. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. Alright, we are live and we're watching this movie. So, alright, this is going to go up on a VOD on YouTube mainly because I want to actually also keep this on here so I can give people an explanation as to what this is about and explain different things along the course of time. So we need to get a couple things out the way. This is Kingdom Hearts key back cover. Yeah, the X is for the symbol Kai, but yeah, you get the point. So the reason why I want to watch this is because like I'm going through a thing on here in Twitch. I'm going to be working on a video pretty soon. I'm reworking on it because it's the original video, the script wasn't that good, so I think I'd rather go like in a better explanation as to what to do to catch up for KH4 than, you know, give you like a bull crappy video. I want like a little bit more detailed explanations, or a little more. I want a better explanation. I don't want it to sound like I tried so hard or something like that. I don't want it to sound crappy. But two, this is part of the Key Saga, so I figured a better name to get people to understand some of the different things that happened, the mobile games or the browser games. So there are a couple different games under a different name for for the Kingdom Hearts mobile games. First, there's the Bowser game back in 2013 that was like only in Japan. This was known as Kingdom Hearts Key. It was just called Kingdom Hearts Key, Kingdom Hearts CHI. You know what I'm saying? This game, it was a Bowser game in Japan only, and this would play up to the events that this movie is leading up to, which would be everything from the beginning of what you would see in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross or Unchained Key, leading up all the way until the Keyblade War. So yeah, and in Union Cross or Unchained Key, the Keyblade War was only a event that you could do in the Bowser game in Japan before the mobile games came out. That was the actual final act of the game. That was the actual final act. So, and when we do things for Union Cross, you will see that. Follow me on Twitch. You know, if you want to know more about that. But yeah, follow me on Twitch if you want to know more about that. But yeah, there's gonna be that. So then there's Kingdom Hearts, you know, Union Cross or Unchained Key. Now, Unchained Key or Union Cross, whatever you want to call it, that's the sequel. That is the sequel to Key. The reason why it's a sequel is because there's one portion of the thing that I didn't recognize when I was playing it until like I really looked at it and paid attention. The events that you play at the beginning of Union Cross, where you're actually like you're playing through the events of the Bowser game, but it's from the perspective of the player character's dream. Because in that game, once the later events happen, you learn that you are in a digital world. So yeah, there are going to be spoilers because I do have to explain things. So I apologize about that, but I do have to explain things. But you are in a digital world in Unchained Key and Union Cross. So yeah, that clears up some confusion. This, however, is just the reason why it's called Key back cover is because it's the events of Key. But before, you know, this is in the perspective of the Foretellers and the Master of Masters and different characters. So I kind of want to get through different things so we can understand. This is one of the things. This is the movie that is pretty much important to Kingdom Hearts 4 because this gives you some of the insight of the Foretellers and the Master of Masters and Luxu. It gives you their personalities and things like that because they are important to Kingdom Hearts 4 considering that they are going to be antagonists. So yeah, they are going to be people we're going to be going up against. So yeah, letting you guys know that right off the bat. But this is like to give you a refresher on how they act and how they are. This came out before Kingdom Hearts 3. So it probably didn't matter to a lot of people then, but it did matter to me, and I watched it once, and that's it. I'm going to be re-experiencing this, to be honest, for the first time. So yeah. With that being said, long story short, the Key Saga of Kingdom Hearts is important, and when Missing Link comes out, that is also important because it's going to bridge the Key Saga and the Dark Seeker Saga and Kingdom Hearts 4 all together. So, with that being said, let us begin. So your subtitle settings, yes. Alright, here we go with this song. I honestly love this intro opening. I don't like the whole thing. I actually like it. This is one of my favorite versions of Dearly Beloved. So, all the words on screen are like stuff from the Book of Prophecies. All the stuff you're seeing is from the Bowser game, aka the mobile game that you know of now. These would be like some of the characters you know and different things like that. I think, you know what I'm saying, you could choose your own union. You can choose which union you go under. And yeah, there's Ephemer. You have a little what's name, and he is actually a dream eater. Or the spirits, dream spirits. I don't know why I said dream eater, but dream spirits. Mickey was there, and this was somewhat important. I think this ties into Cage 4, honestly. But yeah, you do go into the different Disney worlds. You know, you go to Olympus. There's that, Snow White. That was important. And we're gonna see some more of that, I think, a little bit later. The Key Saga is really good, in my opinion. Especially toward, like, the Keyblade Graveyard and, oh my gosh, the climaxes of the Key Saga stuff is really good. I think Dark Road is a story that hit a bit harder. But this is like really, I really liked all of this. There was never a dull moment for me. Alright, back cover. Let's go. I hope you guys got your snacks, got your popcorn, all that stuff. This is all in the Kingdom Shader Unreal Engine 4 engine. And all cutscene, voiced, everything.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7.
Oh boy.
Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7.
Right.
Wait, don't tell me I don't count. No.
So, background. They probably can explain who they are, but that's Luciu, not the one in the chair, but the one who's standing. That's Luciu. And the one in the chair, that's the Master of Masters. I love this shot. He summons the Keyblade. Oh my gosh. There it is. The no-name Keyblade. I think it's no-name, right?
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role.
Right.
What seemed like a simple task.
Also, who's narrating is Charity, the little spirit that you saw earlier, the little kind of cat-looking, bear-looking spirit. Yeah.
Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day,
this is Daybreak
this
Town.
would be called the Age of Fairy Tales.
See?
It all
this is the Age of Fairy Tales.
In Daybreak Town.
We heard about this in Kingdom Hearts 2.
The Master of Masters had an eye,
amongst other games,
that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Right. The Book of Prophecies, the events of which to come. I love this music. This is the scholar music. Case of Era.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes.
And that's his name too. That's
still
Era.
Analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you.
Or is it
huh?
Ira? I forget.
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that.
Right.
Hummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm. Okay?
Huh?
Also, Ray Chase. I love his voice in this.
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Yep.
You're right on the money.
Look at that.
People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
Exactly.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
The final passage reads, "On that fated
love
land,
this shot.
a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail,
and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
I love that
Not
shot so
possible.
much.
What?
I love a lot of
think
shots
you can
in this
change the
film.
future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
It's like
have
the
to
Age of Fairy
focus on
Tales.
what
I
comes
hate that it
after.
wasn't so.
There's no use thinking of ways
It
to change
wasn't a
events
normal
that we
game.
know were gonna happen.
But what about
Because
all
it's
of those
such
who
a
are here
beautiful
now?
like setting. I would
And
love to run around
the ones who will
Daybreak
be
Town.
here when the darkness finally comes.
I wonder if they
Are
bring
we
it
to
back
abandon all of
in
them?
Cage
Come
4.
on. Are you telling me that you think the world can
But I
be
doubt
saved by
that's the
just
case.
7 people?
Right.
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
He said, yes, alrighty, good luck. He just dips off. You see how he doesn't care? And then this shot too. Alright, this is the Foretellers music. Alright, so look,
And
there's a
so
different
the
Foretellers.
reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn,
Right,
was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others.
exactly.
Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was
Right.
given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye.
A fair eye.
The fearless Aced,
Right.
who wore the mask of the bear,
Mm-hmm.
was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era.
Exactly.
The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox,
Right.
was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
I actually, alright,
The
besides her,
cool-headed Gula, who wore
Yeah,
the mask
Gula.
of the leopard, was given his role to
I
uncover the
joined his,
mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
I joined his, union first.
Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be
And
given their
then,
role,
I think I
watched his
started over, I
companions
can't
from
remember.
afar
No, I didn't start
as
over.
they learned what
No,
it
I
was
switched
that they were
union.
meant to do. Then
I
he
switched to Ava.
disappeared.
Lushu disappeared. Y'all know who
Not
Lushu
long
is.
after that, the
Look
master
at these
vanished,
shots, bro.
dimmed,
You cannot tell me
faded
this is
without a
beautiful.
trace.
Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 has some great shots, but I don't know what it is. It's just the game is so beautiful. This is where your story began. Yeah, we know.
This is where your story
This
began.
is where our character.
The
This is
story
where,
of
like,
your
the
very
game.
own adventure.
This is the mobile, like the beginning of the mobile game. Yeah.
5 of the Master's apprentices
We're not focusing on us. We're
armed
focusing on
themselves
them.
with the Book of Prophecies.
Right.
They each created a union.
Mm-hmm.
This would fulfill his wishes.
Right.
Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just
Like you.
By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Right. Kingdom Hearts Key, back cover. Also, I apologize. You hear me crunching on some. I'm eating popcorn. I hope y'all got snacks.
There's a traitor among us.
A traitor. Okay, yeah.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
Right.
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
Yeah. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs.
Right.
And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side.
Right.
They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness,
okay,
their adorable little spirit will turn dark,
and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Right.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
Which was part of,
if we see one of these nightmares anywhere,
the story,
we have to get rid of it on the spot.
And
no!
Stuff.
I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
I'm dead.
Don't insult me!
I'm dead.
I said, you won't know if it works. Try.
I really love Ray chasing this. Look at the master.
Tell me you're joking.
Oh my gosh.
It's not me.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, because
in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us?
Right.
It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely.
Right.
Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
Oh, yeah?
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine. But using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades.
Right.
There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
Yeah.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree.
Dang.
What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness?
Oh,
or if a nightmare is
I want to
dying,
explain something. I need a good
we shouldn't
shot
simply
of all
jump
of
to
them, though.
conclusions.
Okay, well,
Ira, some leader you
I can
are.
try my best.
You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
Oh, look how...
That was foolish.
Oh, wow. That's quite enough.
enough.
Aced, yeah, okay. Aced is one character I kind of didn't like. I don't remember why. I think I remember why I didn't like him. I think because I thought he was just mean. I thought he was disrespectful. Because, like, he was so tough and wild. Like in Union Cross, when he was trying to fight the player character during the Keyblade War, and before that, I thought he was just being... I hated him. No, because not only was his boss a little bit hard for me, because I was under level, but not only that, but it's just like I felt like he was just like personally... I just thought he didn't like my character. I just thought like he was like the way he was talking and different things. It made me kind of not like him. So, but that's just me personally. But I do kind of want to talk about something interesting, and this is kind of why I chose the different unions that I did. So when you look at the characters of the unions, you can tell which characters they will remind you of by the way their clothes look. Some of them more obvious than others, but how they act and different things and how they sound kind of reminds me of some certain characters that we already know in the franchise. So Ava, the one in the pink right there, she is, based off Kyrie, and it's actually, I don't know if it's confirmed or if it's still if it's still a theory, but Ava is most likely related to Kyrie. In fact, Ava is is Kyrie's grandmother that you see in Cage 1, except she's just really old. So Ava is obviously, Kyrie. It's supposed to be similar to, supposed to be based on Kyrie or similar to Kyrie. Envy, the one right here you see right now, she is more so in tune with Aqua, as you can see. So that's Envy.
It looks.
Aced, the one with the bear, that's Terra. He's supposed to be similar to Terra, which would make sense, because, yeah. And, Ira, right there, he is similar to Riku, which would make sense a little bit. He's more like a calm, level-headed.
To me, like
so
the
yeah,
master
but he's
made
kind
the
of like
wrong choice.
Riku.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
The one right here, yeah. Gula, he is honestly, he's my favorite besides Ava. But Gula is similar to Vin. He's similar to Ventus.
I think we're done here.
And I like his color scheme too.
I trust you'll keep us
the
all
red
updated.
and the blue, the red ribbon, the blue dangles on his what's name, the way his outfit looks. I love it.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
But anyway, let's continue.
That didn't go as expected.
What's
Right.
wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies.
Right.
Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future.
Exactly.
But this incident,
It's nowhere to
it's
be
nowhere
found.
to be
right?
found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And
Yep.
the person with the complete book is the traitor?
Mm-hmm.
There is something going on, and the page is suspiciously missing from the book.
From a book, right.
It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Okay, so these two are like
Thanks.
kind of working together,
Of course.
sort of.
After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
Right.
And Ira, may your
heart
be your guiding key.
The reason why people came up with that word, that's because they number one wanted something similar to "May the Force be with you" to be said. So yeah.
So
I don't blame
to
him,
sum it
so.
up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Yep. Envy is the one
Like
who
I
like
said,
spies on each
Ira
other.
may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll
Right.
need to be the mediator.
Right.
Make sure people get along.
I
The
understand.
fact that the master and master
But
need them to be these specific
without
things
you
and
and
those
Lucian,
things in the Book of
to
Prophecy.
form and maintain our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait,
He-
do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I really like the
kidding.
Master of Masters character. It's like he's goofy.
Look,
But
I
he
get that change
has,
can be
it's
hard
like
for
a
everyone.
certain mystery to him.
Things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up.
We don't even
Otherwise,
know the
you'll just get
extent
left behind, all alone.
of his abilities besides the
Now that you know what
abilities
the
to summon
future
anyone's
holds,
Keyblade.
Lee, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart
What
feels is right.
Right.
I feel like it's like he's manipulating them in a way. A few days later.
I was wrong about Ira.
Oh, wow.
I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what
We're
do
getting
you
close
two
to the
think?
halfway point.
You don't believe
of
what
the
Ira
movie.
said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Envy said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation.
Right.
There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone.
To anyone.
Let alone one of us.
Let alone one of us. Wow.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this.
He is so chill.
So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief.
I'm dead.
He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Okay.
Guess it makes sense.
I guess.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness.
Right.
But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear.
Wow.
The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, go see your Envy.
Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Why are you being
Hear
so
me
sus
out,
about
Envy.
it?
I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The
Oh,
Master
wow.
bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I
Right.
know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness?
Then you gonna blame it
What
on
about
him.
you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
How do you
Because
even know
that is
that?
my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
Yeah, I was so scared. You don't want to deal with this. Poor Alva. This is that one scene from the mobile game.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
And
Master
there's our
Alva.
boy.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day.
White hair, just like my character.
Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together.
Right.
Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so. So it is.
Right.
Lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today.
Damn.
I guess even foretellers have their off days.
I really like his voice,
Hey,
too.
maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
I love his expression.
No, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today.
He's talking about us.
Wasn't much of a talker. Maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Then you
He's
better go
not
home
much
and
of
get
a
some
talker.
sleep.
He's just shy. No,
Okay.
it's because like the player character doesn't really talk. Like he makes
It was nice talking
expressions.
to you.
So the player
I don't know
character
what's got
doesn't
you
really.
down.
It's like that. Alright.
Please
So
cheer up.
allow me to explain. So you know in video games where you create your own character, right? And kind of like Xenoverse 2 or yeah, kind of like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or other different games where you have a character that you create. You know, like they don't talk at all. They make sounds and they make like comments and quotes in games. But in Union Cross, because none of the characters have voices, you have to imagine them. But the player character still, for the most part, does not talk really at all. Like he talks, right? But when he says things, he does the thing that like multiple different games does, where they just like move their hands to make it look like they're talking, and it's pretty funny. So basically, there is moments where the player character talks. He talks in the Keyblade graveyard in different areas. There's one moment like that's like after this cutscene, not in this thing or not too soon, like soon after, like a couple days or so after this cutscene or whatever. Like this event happened, where he meets up with. Like at first it seems to be Ira, but it's actually Ava. But you fight I guess you just fight Ava pretending to be Ira for a second. And what was funny was that he actually talks in that cutscene. He actually explains like he got mad and upset, and he's angry. He doesn't care if he fails to darkness. He just has to do this. He's like, I mean no disrespect, but I must do this. And he literally says that he talk. The main character, the player character can talk. It's just they make it a point. It's funny that on here they make a joke that it's just like, oh well, he's shy, so he doesn't talk much. I'm so dead. Like he can talk. He obviously can talk. We just. You can't necessarily, they can't show it because they don't have a voice for the player character at all, or any characters in the whole game. So it's so funny, but it's so weird because he just doesn't talk at all. He just like makes gestures and things like that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So yeah, like there's moments where he explains multiple characters like what's going on, the player character, and it's just here. It's just like, oh, he doesn't talk like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for being shy though. Like I'm shy in real life, so yeah. But that's actually kind of hilarious.
Thank you.
Then he goes and then he puts us on red for 10,000 years. I'm not lying. Ephemer is supposed to meet up with us a couple different times in the game, then he disappears.
You do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
And that's how dandelions were created. The dandelions are a group of people who have to escape.
Envy, have you learned something?
Look at that.
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
Snitching, bro.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Right.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Oh,
Then
wow.
I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, I'm still laughing at that. I apologize I was quiet. I was typing something. Look at that, that's a dark side. You saw that, then there's the kingdom key. Don't pretend I didn't see that a few months later. Yeah. This warehouse, this one room.
I think I'm done.
I think this is that one room that's like the room that freaking
The Alliance.
Strelitzia dies in too,
It's time to call
right?
it quits.
Why am I tripping?
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come.
It hasn't
In
come,
fact,
huh?
There haven't been any suspicious incidents recently.
Oh, wow.
You haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah.
I cannot act and build this play multiverses at the moment.
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees.
Even Envy agrees.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Why are you
Envy the
letting
one who
stuff
told you to
slip,
break our
Gula?
alliance?
You let that slip.
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
Bro.
We
Now why are you
don't even
bullying
know who
him?
the traitor is yet.
You said there was no trade. No, I'm kidding.
And that's exactly why.
He has a point, though. I think they both...
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
He has a good point about that. And he's chill about it, too. The thing is, if there's a traitor amongst all of us, yeah, we could do an alliance and we could just team up. But how do I know you're not the traitor and you're trying to strike me down? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't blame. I said I'm kind of warming up to Ased because he's understanding. I see he sees Gula's point right now. I think he's worried, yeah, about the traitor, but then he thought about it. It's like he has a point. He's probably about to think about it. It's like he has a point. I don't know who the traitor is either, and he has a point not to trust me. But I feel like they're finna ruin it for me. So let's see.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Okay, now you're done. Now you're trying to persuade him.
My mind's made up.
Envy. You will regret this.
And now you done got mad. Look at you. Look what you finna do. Ooh, excuse me. Look what you finna do. Look what this fool finna go do. Oh. Scholar music. Case of a said. Look at that.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
Low-key, I'm liking how I'm noticing some of these. I didn't notice some of them. I probably missed the one for MV2.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding.
I'm dead.
Didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. Guy was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
Right-hand man?
Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but
Yeah, you do.
trying...
You really want to be leader, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
you gave yourself away.
Want it. But that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion. Good job.
Good job,
and make
right.
you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us.
He does not agree about that. He is lying
leader.
through his teeth.
Then it's settled.
You can tell.
Wait, I agree.
See, look. Then he said,
I
wait.
need a new leader, Master. Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Here? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me.
I'm dead.
Anyway,
I
wonder
how his I wonder how Master
guess.
Max is really finna treat Sora.
In any case,
He finna treat him and Riku so long, bro.
we both know
I feel like he
he's quite
finna use
serious.
them.
He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate?
I wonder if he
Making
said that
Ira
to
the
everyone.
leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up.
Oh,
Who knows?
wow.
Your leadership might be just what everyone needs.
Now you done gave him
That is
the wrong
true.
idea. No. Now he gonna get it.
May your
There you go.
heart be
Heart be your guiding key. But no,
Best of luck, I said.
I'm dead. I said you're so
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
The true role. Look at this fool. Oh, that's not a fate. Now, I like how his ability brings people to him. I wonder how that's gonna go as him as a boss battle in Cage 4. Now, this is some of the most fighting we get out of
Don't be so
them.
conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need
I like
to
how
come
it
to your
symbolizes
senses.
them separating.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness!
You fool!
Bro, this was so freaking crazy. Kingdom Hearts 4 really gonna be lit. Oh my gosh. I'm actually having fun with this. This is actually so much fun.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Ased! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
That's what you think. Now you kinda just mad.
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
He really fought. He really did a 3-on-1. Look at that! Fighting all over Daybreak Town. Hey, these are people's houses, yo. Imagine you like a Keyblade wielder. You just chilling, and then you look outside. You see freaking them just like clashing. You know what I'm saying? Just duking it out. And then like part of your wall just get destroyed because they fighting. I should make that a freaking TikTok. That'd be funny. A TikTok. That'd be funny. Hilarious even. Oh, he has the lost page. I just noticed that.
Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now, where? Ah,
Look,
here it
paying
is.
attention, masters. You ripped a page out.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry?
I freaking love his voice direction.
Was my logic flawed?
Not really.
Oh, you were right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
I like how he gets serious. The way he gets so serious. Act normal and trust you. It's like he's
Trust
being
no one but
voiced.
myself.
It kind of reminds me like how serious, like how sort of what's his name? William Dafoe kind of like voices a little bit. I don't know why. I just got like Green Goblin vibes, sort of. But he just got so serious and deep. That was lit. Oh, he hurt. He bleeding a little bit.
Gula.
My God's phone. That was my phone in the background. Excuse me.
Do you want to know what my role is? Huh? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Right.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
They really think it's a sad.
My comrade.
They really think it's a sad. But then again, a sad been out of pocket like
it
the most
doesn't
of the
matter
time.
to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't
Why are you scared?
underestimate
Relax. Zula, fight back. Shut up. Why'd you get so scared? Yeah, I don't blame him though. A set is low-key pretty strong.
Please stop!
He doesn't want to hurt nobody. He didn't want to hurt nobody. I feel like Asad is misunderstood a little bit. I kind of feel bad for him. I might be tripping.
Why did it have to come to this?
They really all fighting each other. It said, dang. Asad is really wounded out here. This is really Asad. Like, he really beat me up. Y'all, in game. On Twitch, I'll stream. I might do it tomorrow.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
Hey, low key. I really want a Asad boss fight in Cage 4. I'm not gonna lie.
I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me.
Right.
That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through.
Look at them. They don't really hate each other.
Hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role.
I mean, but it is, though.
But who knows what his real intentions are?
Okay, so now y'all just building...
What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Asad, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Oh, wow.
Understood.
Gula is the most chill one. He was just doing his job, though.
I need to see that lost page.
Yeah, you didn't care. You didn't care. You just wanted to see the lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you. Because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
I mean,
yes, because that is my role!
Exactly! Why you getting on her
I
case?
had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
Oh, y'all really even supposed to be knowing each other wrong.
I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes... they were... scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then... he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How's he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
The fact we don't know any of what their faces look like, though. He ain't never gonna sleep, ain't he? No, I'm kidding. Oh, Charity!
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Oh boy. I want a
Take care
Charity
of him.
plushie.
Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
Oh god.
But why? What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are
None
you
of your
going to do?
concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Gula, what are you doing?
Man, Seth really ruined it, my man.
Ira was here. He wanted me
He
to
really
give you
ruined
up.
it, my man.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page
Excuse
the
me,
Master
that's
gave
my
me.
phone back on again.
It doesn't exist in any of our books.
Mm.
It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
Dang. The one who bears the sigil.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance.
My phone is just going off, and I apologize if I can hear that in the background.
That isn't the balance we were expected to keep.
I don't know if you can or not,
if everyone's
but yeah.
collecting light solely for themselves.
Right.
Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to
a war.
The Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Yep.
Light will
it is
expire.
indeed.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
All right. The Keyblade War is upon us. Case of Ava.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen.
Right.
The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization.
Right.
Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world.
Right.
They will keep the light alive.
So...
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Ava, you're the only person for this.
So Ava's role, like I said,
understand.
Is to gather different Keyblade wielders and send them
Today
to a digital
you're here
world.
To continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams.
Right.
You are our hope. A war will soon wage.
Also,
Those who strive
our
to protect
character
the
is
light
not amongst the dandelions.
will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions.
You might be asking, well, why is that
be
the
honest,
case? It's because they aren't.
I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope.
Right.
When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
Case of Lushu.
The gazing eye.
And this is the master
That's
thing.
not what it's called. Oh, what then?
Actually,
no name. No name. Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye
in it.
My
eye, too.
Exactly. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role.
I'm gonna say, ew.
You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either.
Right.
I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret.
Secret. That is the biggest mystery of Kingdom Hearts right now.
You can never, ever open it.
Great. Now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise. But why?
You'll see.
Oh my gosh. We need to know what's up with that box. Here we are.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. Oh boy. We're not on Reconnect no more. We're on Oath to Return, but yeah. Alrighty. That is Kingdom Hearts back cover that we have just completed. So Max Middleman was Lucio? I didn't know that. Okay, well, no wonder he sounded familiar. But I think Travis Willingham is, I don't know if it's a set or not, but I feel like I know him because he sounds like Knuckles to me, like the current voice actor for Knuckles. But anywho, but we're gonna like probably watch this just in case if there's anything else to look at. I think there is one more thing I forget, but yeah. So this was a movie that was pretty decent, and I actually really liked it and enjoyed it. But I had a ton of fun listening to this. This was great. This was a fun watch. See, personally, I do really love the Key Saga. I'm not one who really was burnt out on different Kingdom Hearts games. I know I remember when people were burnt out with Recoded. I remember when people said Recoded wasn't that great. It makes sense because it's like a retelling of the first game, but like a different story. Not a retelling, but it's like it was a different game. It just kind of wasn't. It didn't hit. And it would make sense for people to feel like that if they were like coming off of the like high that is 358 over 2 days and also Kingdom Hearts 2. But I don't really hate Recoded like that personally. I actually think Recoded also has some of the best gameplay. Then there's Dream Drop Distance. I didn't think Dream Drop Distance was that bad either. Dream Drop is actually better than Recoded a little bit, probably. Story-wise, I guess. I don't know. But Dream Drop Distance isn't that bad for me either. I don't think it's really that bad. 3 came out. Birth by Sleep is actually pretty great. Some people even say it's underrated, which I don't understand why. I think it's probably because people probably missed out on Birth by Sleep, maybe. But Birth by Sleep is actually pretty great. These two really carried by each other. Yeah, you can tell. Anywho, then you have, let's see, there is Kingdom Hearts 3. People might know my opinions on 3 by now. I haven't really gave them out, but I think 3 isn't bad at all. It has some bad pacing, and it probably isn't the best for some people. But personally, I don't think it's that bad. I really enjoyed 3, and at one point until I got it ruined for me, Kingdom Hearts 3 was probably the best Kingdom Hearts game that I actually played. And especially since Remind dropped, and they dropped that DLC, made it even much more better. But personally, I still really love 2. But that's because of nostalgia. But Kingdom Hearts 4 will take that place. Alright, Kingdom Hearts back cover. I think there's one more cutscene and then it's gonna skip to the main menu, right? Or am I tripping? If not, then yeah. Unlock theater, yeah, we know. Unlock characters. Okay, well, it didn't give us what's name, but this says the ending. Oh, this is the music from Birth by Sleep. Let's see. Okay, well, we can return to chapter menu. Heart and key. Okay, well, I thought there was one scene that I may have been missing. I could have sworn there was a scene where Lucio watches like the freaking world get distorted over there. Or am I tripping? I can't remember. Let's go to characters. But yeah, the Master of Masters, mysterious man possesses the eye that can see into the future. He uses that knowledge to write the Book of Prophecies. No one knows whether his mysterious nature is calculated or true. He disappears after bestowing 5 of his 6 apprentices with a copy of the book. Then we have Era, one of the Master Disciples who receives a copy of the book. He is a reliable keeper, master and leader using the cornice. The Master often makes fun of his serious nature. His role has become the new leader of the Foretellers, and after the Master vanishes. Envy is one of the Masters that was Virtuous Keyblade Master, leader of the Union Angus. She holds the master in high esteem, always watch over others with a fair eye. One of the master's disciples who receives a copy of the Book of Prophecies. He is a fearless Keyblade Master and leader of the Union Ursus. Though he tends to rely on his physical prowess, he has a pure heart and a strong sense of justice. His role is to support the new leader era. However, despite being a Keyblade Master, she is often treated as a friend by other wielders due to her age. Yeah, she's pretty young, I think. I think she's one of the youngest. She is the leader of the Union Vulpus, which is the second union I joined. Like, I just switched to it. Her role is to find an exceptional Keyblade wielders regardless of the union for their own organization. And Gula, one of the masters of who received a copy of the Book of Prophecies, cool-headed Keyblade Master and the leader of the Union Leopardus, he's honestly my favorite besides Ava. He prefers to keep his distance from others and doesn't regard them as comrades. His role is to solve the mysteries of the Book of Prophecies. We got Luciu, the only one of the masters ever who does not receive a copy of the Book of Prophecies. He was started Keyblade in the black box for setting out his journey. And in Cherokee, made by Master to serve the Keyblade wielders, they originally exist to help as helpful spirits if their wielder becomes lost in darkness and they turn black and become nightmares. Yep, that is all true. Oh wait, are there any other characters? Yeah, no, that's Ephemer, young outgoing Keyblade wielder. He questions the way of the world works and decides to solve its mysteries on his own. That was part of Union Unchained Key, Union Cross, whichever you want to call it. We actually looked at, we were actually part of that journey. And I have a special union for exceptional Keyblade wielders. Yep. Okay, so back to what I was saying about earlier. Yeah, I didn't really hate Kingdom Hearts 3 personally. I personally didn't hate it. I had a lot of fun with Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. That's back covering Union Cross. Now I kind of want to talk for a little bit before we go, because I actually have a couple more things to say. It is 4:25. I was thinking about doing a Twitch stream after this, but I don't think I will. I think I'll actually be done for today. So yeah, because I was streaming Twitch earlier. But yeah. This was really fun rewatching this, and I had a ton of fun. This would be a VOD on YouTube, but before we get back to that, the Key Saga is one of the most important things, and I feel bad that there are players who didn't get to indulge in the Key Saga as much as they would like to. I feel like if the Bowser game came out, that was in 2013, came out before. Came out like, instead of waiting way until 2017 to give us the mobile game, I feel like they should have like at least brought it on to like the world to at least make it accessible. Because it would make sense at that time, considering they were still working on Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 had such a bad development cycle, and I feel like a lot of people kind of do and don't understand that it had a bad development cycle. It was bad, and it was the same issue that was being suffered with Final Fantasy 15 aka versus 13, and because of that, this is what I was saying, but we did get this game. The Key Saga has been something that has been here for a long time. Yeah, in Japan it was only in a Bowser game back then. Yeah, that is a thing. 2013, yeah, that did happen. And I didn't remember or even know that was a thing at the time. I was like 12, and I didn't know that was a thing most of the time. Probably because I was looking at more things than just Kingdom Hearts at the time. But I didn't know about that. I wasn't one to look at like news and information about a bunch of different stuff all the time. besides like different new games that was coming out. I didn't look into theories and everything all the time. I was just looking forward for that towards the next game. Then you have you know, the different other games that came out. They dropped, you know, Unchained Key, which was a sequel to the Bowser game. So we got to experience this story. And yeah, one issue I feel like with I feel like the biggest issue for a lot of like former Kingdom Hearts, or not former, but older Kingdom Hearts fans that didn't look at the Key Saga is definitely the fact that instead of having it as a mobile like game or a mobile-esque game or even just a mobile game in general, they didn't have it as a full playable title. And you know, I do feel bad, especially since they waited towards story and had to realize that there were so many different things they had to take note of with Kingdom Hearts. And not only Kingdom Hearts, but you know, with Kingdom Hearts, but not only that, but wait for so long and it possibly dropped the ball for so many people. I feel bad that they didn't get to enjoy the Union Cross story like I did, or get to see it the way I do. And that's okay, because everybody has their own opinions and different things like that. I do agree 100%. I would prefer like a large Kingdom Hearts MMO, because that's all Union Cross was just a mobile MMO technically, almost, with a story that could be played by itself. And I would have loved that. I'm actually going to work on a video on something like that, where it's like how I would envision a Kingdom Hearts mobile game. Not mobile game, but Kingdom Hearts, like the Key Saga, if it was just like, what's name? And I feel bad for more people, because just like, we're getting another mobile game, and we're getting Missing Link, and people have dipped out of Dark Road. Some people dipped out of Dark Road, some people dipped out of Union Cross and things like that, and they are going to be confused if they don't play Missing Link. Kingdom Hearts 4 will not be dropping in 10,000 years. That's not how this is going to work. They don't have big development issues right now. I think with their schedule is going to be opening up pretty soon, to where they can start advertising this game soon and be done with the game and such. And that's just how I feel. They're already working on it, and by the time we got the first Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, we learned that, hey, the next time we see a trailer, it's most likely going to be in Unreal Engine 5. And they're already working on that. And whether or not they're still working on something, and people think that we're going to get something at the Game Awards. I don't think it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. It might not even be Missing Link. We might not get anything, but I hope we get something. At the very least, I think it'll be Missing Link. But if not Missing Link, we might get Kingdom Hearts 4, and we might get something there. We might get something for Kingdom Hearts 4 at E3 next year. We have a lot of things to look forward to with Square Enix, and we have a lot of things to look forward to with Kingdom Hearts. Missing Link is one of the things I wish I hope people can indulge in, to actually attempt to have fun and enjoy the story, especially since like the story is going to be co-written by the person who written the scenario for Final Fantasy Heavensward. So that could get people to have a more engaging story. But I'm looking forward to the future of Kingdom Hearts, because I feel like the stories have actually gotten a bit stronger since base game of Kingdom Hearts 3, in my opinion. Melody Memory had a strong ending, had a pretty decent ending in my opinion. Union Cross, the whole way through, I was never really bored. And especially once they got towards newer things that happened, I think the only thing with Union Cross that bothered us was the wait time for like a new scenario to happen. But that's normal for things just like, you know, Final Fantasy 14. But yeah, it's been such a unique ride with Kingdom Hearts, and I feel bad. I feel bad because people had to look at Union Cross. I feel like if Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't rely on too many things from Union Cross, it probably would have been stronger. But I think it was just pacing. I think it was just different stuff. But this is one of the things, this is pretty good. And for those who watch the VOD or who has been watching with me, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate being able to watch this with you guys and doing this. But yeah, so this is fun. I really feel kind of jittery about this. I really like talking about Kingdom Hearts, and I think I really realized recently, especially now, that I really enjoy the Key Saga. I think it's because it was something that I could immerse myself even more in than just, like, I'm not saying I've never really immersed myself into everything Kingdom Hearts before, but I think because knowing that, like, this is just, like, it's like getting to know, like, some new characters and getting to know, like, immersing myself through, like, the story and how they felt and everything was actually pretty decent. So yeah, especially when you create the player character. So it's the Key Saga is something I really very much enjoy. In fact, like, sometimes at night or while I'm watching other people stream, I go back and watch some of the cutscenes of the Key Saga with my character from the offline version of Kingdom Hearts, Union Cross, and I plan to watch those cutscenes on Twitch. Some of those cutscenes on Twitch, and also not only that, but I also plan to watch. I plan to play Dark Road on Twitch. But otherwise, I've had such a fun time, and I think I'm feeling a little bit famished and tired, so I might eat something and, well, not eat something, because I've been chewing on popcorn, and yeah. But this was a fun movie to watch. I honestly kind of thought I probably wouldn't have enjoyed this as much as I did, but I really did, because it just feels as stronger, and some of the scenes kind of hit different from when I first looked at it. And I really appreciate this more. I want to see these I can't wait to see these characters in Kingdom Hearts 4. Ava is not going to be there, probably. I don't know. But bosses, like, we've had these characters as bosses in the series before. The Keyblade Graveyard, the browser game, and in the event of the mobile game, we fought them before. And I really want a Gula boss fight. I want to smack Sora's Keyblade across Gula's head. I really do. Not Gula. Wait, what am I talking about? I said I want to smack Sora's Keyblade across Ased's head. Because I don't hate him. I feel differently about the characters. And I feel bad that they were just, like, put through this situation where they all had to learn their roles. And then the one person who can make sense of anything just disappears and is, like, using them. It's just like, bro, like, do we have to really listen to their teachings? And the fact we're going to get more of this, there's still a traitor to be found in Kingdom Hearts 4. There's so much going on, and I'm looking very much forward to it. We know who Luxu is. Luxu is Xigbar. Luxu is Blade. And he's part of this series. And Missing Link is also going to have some people that may pop up in Kingdom Hearts 4. So Missing Link will be important. So if you're going to play Kingdom Hearts 4, as much as you don't want to backtrack, you don't really have to. But Missing Link is going to be vital and important, considering that one of the characters named Sigurd is the narrator of the trailer for a portion. Yeah. But I really love the Key Saga. It just really hit different for me. I really appreciate it. I feel weird. I feel like I've never appreciated something that saga as much as I did the Dark Seeker saga or Kingdom Hearts 2 and it kind of feels sort of surreal. I'm not saying Union Cross is my favorite game, but it's up there for me. It's really much up there. And I really appreciate Union Cross for like giving me that chance to actually be a Keyblade wielder and have fun and enjoy a very strong story. And I appreciate Dark Road for giving us a backstory of one of my favorite characters in the franchise. And I appreciate this for giving me like new insights on these characters and feelings towards them that I haven't really felt as much before, because I didn't really know the characters too well. I only watched this like one time, and I'll be watching it. I feel much more stronger attached, and I'm wondering about what the characters are gonna act like in KH4 towards like our current characters we have: Sora, Riku, Kairi, Donald, Strelitzia, Goofy, freaking Yuzora, freaking Roxas, Ventus, Axel, Aqua, Terra, Ventus, especially Ventus, like with Strelitzia, like how they're gonna act, what they're gonna do with that, it's so much. They have so much potential, and that's why I believe in Kingdom Hearts 4 so much. There's so much potential that I can see from like looking at the past from these games and what they took, how well they've written them, how well they've written Remind, how well they've written the mobile games, and yeah, it's so much they're looking forward to, and like the different people they're bringing in to help write the story of Kingdom Hearts 4, and this is a new saga, so I'm just ready. But anywho, I appreciate you guys for coming in, if you came in or if you showed up. I appreciate you all if you're watching the VOD and everything, for dropping by. With that being said, it has been your boy Retro Ren. I hope you guys have a nice day. I can't wait to make whatever my next video is going to be. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. May your heart be your guiding key.